And I get excited when I talk about that now faith, man. It's it was just a different level, man.
Talk. First things I want to do is let you define what now faith is, because that's the term that you brought to my attention,
Right,
right?
right.
And it is a
Uh-huh.
part of my journey, but it's something that originated from you when it comes to my perspective, right?
Hmm.
So I like you to share that, that term, and like, what does it mean to you, and elaborate however you want to.
All right, cool. So I guess I'll tap back in a way that it kind of came to me, right? Uh, I was in a mall one day. This was probably, I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago. And, I already knew what faith was, you know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
had, but it was coming from the faith without works. Faith without works is dead, being that, it takes time. It takes time. You got to appreciate the time it takes to, put into something, and then, it's more worth it once, the time. You don't want nothing too quick, you know what I mean? So to speak. But, um, so the guy I was talking to, he was like, okay, that's what's up, man. You built it, you here. That's what's up, man. But he pulled out he pulled out the scriptures, right? He pulled out the Bible, and then we went to Hebrews 11:1, and he told me to read it. So I was like, okay. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So he asked me what's the most important word in that scripture, right? And I'm like, hmm, faith. Okay, substance, assurance. You know what I mean? I'm saying everything but the first word. He said, no, what's the first word in that scripture say?
Right.
Now. He's like, okay. So we've been, a lot of us in general, especially, how I learned it growing up, you're saying now like it's okay, here we are now. Faith is the substance, you know what I'm saying? But he's like, no, 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 no. Take that now and faith and put it together. Now faith is different from faith. Faith is what got you here, but now you're leveling up to the now faith to understand what the now faith is, right? We can talk about what happened yesterday or what's going to happen in the future, or I don't know what you ate for breakfast yesterday. Matter of fact, no, let's not even talk about breakfast. Let's talk about um what you're wearing, right? I don't know what you wore yesterday. You could have told me you wore a Houston Rockets jersey.
Hmm.
I believe you because you're my brother. And I don't got no reason to think that you're gonna lie to me about what you wore yesterday.
Hmm.
But do I know that you wore a Houston Rockets jersey yesterday? No, I'm taking your word for it because that's what you say you wore yesterday.
Right.
But I don't know that. But one thing I promise you, I know what type of shirt you're wearing right now. How do I know that though? How do I
Because
know
your
that?
experience, it's
Because I'm
what you're
experienced.
seeing,
I'm seeing it with my
first person
eyes.
perspective.
Right. I'm seeing it with my eyes, and I have every reason to believe that you have a grind pray shirt on. Grindpray.com. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's called, right? Grindpray.com.
We'll get into that later.
Okay,
But
I'm sorry.
yes,
My bad.
I'm following you, and I think they're going to follow you very well with this.
Fast, fast, fast. So I see you wearing this Grind Pray shirt on. I know. I don't believe it. I know
Mm-mm.
because that's what I'm experiencing right now. You know what I'm saying? So what's gonna happen tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know. What happened yesterday? I mean, I can recall my day, but I don't. Like I said, I don't know what you ate yesterday. I don't know what you and
Mm.
your daughters did yesterday. I don't know what you watched on YouTube, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I know what you're doing right now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Now is the present, and the present is a gift. You know what I'm saying? So I think in general, the significance of the now faith is, now faith isn't about what happened in the past, what was going to happen in the future. It's like, nah, yo, what's going right now, right now. And now faith, we use it, a lot of times we use now faith and like we use now faith and don't even understand that we're using it. Like, for
Mm-hmm.
example, what happens if you're driving and it's raining and pouring, and then you start losing control of that wheel. It starts hydroplaning. It's like, oh shoot, oh Jesus, hey, you know what I'm saying? Help me. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
the now you, in the moment, that moment, you got to call on, whatever, the higher power to help you in that situation. Or if somebody comes up with a pistol and says, "Yo, run it," you know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
You're gonna start.
don't want to be in that situation.
You don't want me in that situation, but a lot of times people use that. So my thing is like, okay, the same way we use that now faith, we start calling on God when things happen in that moment. Why don't we use that and it just when we wake up? Period. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Yo, boom, take the wheel. What am I doing right now? What do you want me to do today? What am I gonna do today? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, boom. What's on my spirit right now? Okay, boom. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I hope I explained it. I get excited when I talk about that now faith, man. It's it was just a different level, man.